What's going on, YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another Godzilla vs. Kong news video. So, we just got this article that dropped today. It's from the Hollywood Reporter. Exclusive! Warner Brothers legendary nearing deal to resolve clash over Godzilla vs. Kong. So, yes, there we go. There's that iconic scene from King of the Monsters. Love that scene. So, let's go ahead and read this article. We'll talk about it, and this makes sense. Entertainment Weekly is going to be showcasing some information about Godzilla vs. Kong very soon. Might even be like this weekend. Definitely within the next 2 weeks, we're going to be something in regards to Godzilla vs. Kong. But in the meantime, we got this news that just dropped today. Hollywood Reporter exclusive. It appears Godzilla vs. Kong will be roaring for Warner Brothers after all. The studio is nearing a deal with Legendary Entertainment with respect to the release of Godzilla vs. Kong, sources tell the Hollywood Reporter. An agreement means the parties are close to averting a potential legal confrontation over Warner Media's surprise decision to put its entire 2021 slate on its HBO Max streamer on the same date that the film opens in theaters. Warner's unprecedented December 3rd announcement caught all talent and filmmakers off guard, and Warner's is now engaged in negotiations with dozens of other parties seeking compensation for potential loss of profit participation. The $200 million plus, now this one's saying $200 million plus, whereas was it Deadline said it was about $155 million budget. So I don't know if this is accurate here, but again, Netflix was offering like over $200 million for Godzilla vs. Kong. That was the initial offer for it. But this way it'll go to theaters and HBO Max. So it seems that the deal is pretty much in place, is going to be in place at this point. Then we can finally roll around to marketing because we're about 5 months away from this big, massive movie, and we haven't seen one freaking trailer for it. And everybody's just going crazy. They're like, come on, give us a goddamn trailer. So we'll see what happens here. But anyways, the 200 million plus Godzilla is one of two legendary films caught up in Warner's surprise move. The situation is more complicated for Dune, though the parties are said to be moving close to an agreement on that project as well. Filmmaker Denis Villeneuve, however you pronounce his name, has written passionately about his desire for an exclusive theatrical release, and Legendary is backing him in that demand, according to a knowledgeable source. That film is set for an October release, meaning that theaters may once again be operating as millions are vaccinated. According to a source, conversations regarding various theatrical windowing approaches are ongoing, and it remains unclear which option will be acceptable to Villeneuve. Another potential issue, it appears Warner's may have been using Dune images to promote its streaming service without approval. A spokesperson for Legendary declined to comment. If Warner just gives Dune an exclusive release, that could set a precedent that allows others, such as Matrix 4 filmmaker Lana Wachowski, to demand similar treatment. As talks continue, it is unclear whether Warner Media will be able to hold a line on its day-and-day strategy to bolster its streaming service. Wachowski is said to be adamant about an exclusive theatrical run. Of course they are. All the filmmakers are. Legendary was considered the likeliest of Warner's financing partners to pursue litigation following the studio's surprise decision. It financed 75% of Godzilla and was prepared to accept a $225 million plus Netflix offer for the film. Warner's blocked that deal, which we already heard about. Legendary could have argued in challenging the Warner's decision that unilaterally putting the film on its own streamer, Warner Media was self-dealing, as we all could tell, without telling their partner about it, which is a stupid decision. Look, if it was Warner Brothers' own solo films, like not involved with Legendary, then I can get it. But when Legendary finances 75% of your movies and you just back end them like that, they're not going to be too happy about that. That should have been an ongoing discussion from the start. Like, look, hey, let's discuss this possibility in case this thing's open. Then you would have been in a better position. So, but Netflix and Vermin effectively set the price for Godzilla, simplifying that negotiation. Legendary is still negotiating with talent on Godzilla, but that is not expected to derail a deal. The movie will keep its May 21st release date in theaters, including IMAX as well as HBO Max. So there we go. It's doing the unprecedented, the bilateral release schedule. The movie keeps this, including IMAX as well as HBO Max. Legendary released the film in China. Again, HBO Max is exclusive to the United States, not anywhere else. So I think Godzilla vs. Kong has potential to do really big business overseas, whereas, domestically it'll kind of have that hybrid release strategy, which I guess has been maybe somewhat successful for Wonder Woman 84. I mean, Wonder Woman 84 is going to lose money, I think, regardless, but I think it definitely help bolster HBO Max. We're going to have to wait and see what those numbers are. But anyways, talks about the very end, Adam Wingard directing Death Note and You're Next and the guests. Watch You're Next. That's pretty great. Directed Godzilla vs. Kong stars Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, Rebecca Hall, and Kyle Chandler, and I think a few other people. But anyways, that's the article right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave that image of Godzilla right there. Yeah, I mean, this is a good thing that they're finally nearing a deal. I think Legendary is just like, look, if you want it on your platform, you're going to have to pay us some money. I mean, that's just a simple fact. We were offered 225 plus million dollars straight cash from Netflix, and you blocked that deal, and you were going to put it on your streaming service, and we were going to be left in the shitter. So we negotiate a deal, and I'm sure, like with that deal, Legendary is going to pocket, some money for Godzilla versus Kong, so that way it stays HBO Max. But also, with it going to theaters, that gives Legendary a chance to make more money, and it gives, I think, Warner Brothers a chance to make more money in the release of the film that way too. So Warner's could be also like pocketing. It would be better for both parties if, well, not necessarily Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers is just like, oh, we'll just drop it on our streaming service, so we don't have to pay all this extra money. No, 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 that's not how it's going to work. So it'll be better for Legendary if Warner Brothers pays them, obviously, because then they're like, okay, we at least have some money on here, and we can build upon it by international releases and all sorts of stuff like that. So, anyways, I think this is good. I'm ready to start the marketing for this movie. Again, we're almost 5 months out from this thing. I'm ready for a trailer. Trailer might, trailer better drop this month. I'm telling you what, I really need that trailer right now. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. But anyways, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to that bell for notifications. Like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe for more content. And as always, take care now. Bye bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.